manood at matuto kay Teacher Maya. Today, we are going to solve problems involving quadratic equations. And in solving problems involving quadratic equation, you may use the following procedure. Number 1 is read and analyze the problem carefully. Then, number 2, collect the necessary data. Number 3 is let the missing data to any variables and use algebraic expression to represent some data. Then, number 4, convert the remaining data into mathematical sentence. This will serve as the working quadratic equation. Number 5, find the solution set or roots of the quadratic equation using any method discussed on the previous lessons. And number 6, for assurance, just substitute the obtained roots to the working quadratic equation. Okay, now let us have our first example. First problem, the length of the garden is 1 meter more than its width, and its area is 12 square meter. Now, what is the length of the garden? So, let us represent the garden by a rectangle. And according to the problem, ang length daw ng garden na ito is 1 meter more than its width. And its area is 12 square meters. So, paano natin makukuha yung length? Samantalang, hindi naman given ang width. So, since hindi given si width, let us represent it by W. So, M here is the unit, which is meter. So, dadagdagan daw natin ng isa, or we are going to add 1 to W, and that will be the length of the garden. Okay? So, the length now is W plus 1. And again, M here is the unit, which is meter. And the area of this garden is also given, and it is 12 square meters. Okay, ngayon, let us have the formula in getting the area of a rectangle. And it is A is equal to length times the width. So, the area of the garden is 12 square meters. And this is equal to the length, which is W plus 1 M times W M. Okay. So, let us now solve this equation. So, again, the equation is 12 square meters is equal to W plus 1 meter. And this is to be multiplied by W meter. Okay, so alisin muna natin yung mga units. So, we have now 12 is equal to W plus 1 times W. Now, tanggalin muna natin ang mga grouping symbols, and that is by using the distributive property. So, we have now 12 is equal to W times W is equal to W squared plus 1 times W is equal to W. Then, after multiplying, ilipat lahat natin ang terms sa isang lugar. So, sundan na lang natin si W squared. So, the equation now will become W squared plus W. Then, ililipat natin si 12. So, it will become negative 12. Then, this is equal to 0. Then, to get the roots of this equation, let us use factoring. So, what are the factors of negative 12 whose sum is positive 1? We have negative 3 and positive 4. Then let us add these factors to the factors of w squared. So we have now w plus 4 multiplied by w minus 3. Then of course, this is equal to 0. Then after factoring, let us equate each factor to 0. We have now w plus 4 is equal to 0. Then, second one is w minus 3 is equal to 0. Then, let us solve now for the value of w. For the first equation, we have w is equal to negative 4. And in the second one, we have w is equal to positive 3. Now, sa palagay ninyo, alin sa dalawang value ng w ang width ng ating garden? Is it negative 4 or positive 3? Okay, it is positive 3. Bakit? Because we do not have negative dimensions. Ibig sabihin, hindi natin ginagamit ang mga negative para sa mga sukat ng mga bagay-bagay. Okay? So, again, the width or the value of w is 3. So, let us now solve for the length of the garden. So, the length is w plus 1. So, w is 3 plus 1. So, we have now 4m or 4 meters. Then, the width is, of course, we have 3 meters. And the area of the garden is 12 square meters. So, again, we have here the garden. So, the width is 3m or 3 meters. And the length is 4 meters. And if we are going to multiply this, we will have 12 square meters. Okay ba? Nakuha nyo? Next example or problem is, the length of a tarpaulin is 3 feet more than thrice its width. And its area is 126 square feet. Now, what is the length of the tarpaulin? Okay, so let us represent now the tarpaulin by, again, a rectangle. So, ang given ulit dito is the length of the tarpaulin, which is 3 feet more than thrice its width. So, again, gagamitin na naman natin ang measure ng width, which is hindi ulit ibinigay. Now, we are going to represent the width of this tarpaulin by W. Okay, and syempre, FT or feet. This is the unit. And then, the length now is 3 feet more than thrice its width. So, ibig sabihin, titriplehin natin si width at magdadagdag pa tayo ng 3 feet to get the length of the tarpaulin. So, we have now 3W plus 3 feet. Okay, and the area of the tarpaulin is given and it is equal to 126 square feet. And to solve this, we are going to use the formula A is equal to length times the width. So, A is 126 square feet. Then, this is equal to the length, which is 3W plus 3 feet multiplied by W feet. Okay. Now, let us solve for the width. So, the equation now is 126 feet squared is equal to 3W plus 3 feet multiplied by W feet. So, ngayon, alisin muna natin ang unit So we have 126 is equal to 3W plus 3 multiplied by W. So ngayon, alisin natin ang mga grouping symbol by multiplying 3W plus 3 by W. So we have now 126 is equal to 3W multiplied by W is equal to 3W squared. Then 3 multiplied by W is 3W. Then ngayon, ilagay natin lahat ng terms sa isang side ng equation. So we have 3W squared plus 3W minus 126 equal to 0. Ngayon, tignan nyo yung mga terms ng ating equation. So we have 3W squared, 3W, and negative 126. So ano mapapansin nyo sa mga yan? Lahat sila ay pwedeng i-divide by 3. Okay? So ilabas natin ngayon si 3 and i-divide natin bawat term by 3. So 3W squared divided by 3 is equal to W squared. 3W by 3 is W, and negative 126 divided by 3 is equal to negative 42. Then, this is equal to 0. Then now, let us factor W squared plus W minus 42. So, what are the factors of negative 42 whose sum is positive 1? So, we have positive 7 and negative 6. And, i-add natin yan sa mga factors ng W squared. So, we have W plus 7 and W minus 6. And that is equal to 0. Then let us equate each factor to 0. So we have now W plus 7 is equal to 0. Then second is W minus 6 is equal to 0. Then solve for W. We have W is equal to negative 7, and the second is W is equal to 6. So again, negative yung isa, positive yung isa. So, alin sa dalawang yan ang width ng ating tarpaulin? Of course, it is positive 6. Okay. So, kung ang width is 6, ano ngayon ang length? So, let us replace W by 6. So, 3 multiplied by 6 plus 3 is equal to 21. So, 21 now is the length of the tarpaulin. And, syempre, the width is 6. And the area is 21 feet multiplied by 6 feet is equal to 126 square feet, which is given sa ating problem. So, we have now the width, which is 6 feet, the length, which is 21 feet, and the area is 100 square feet. Okay ba? Then, the third problem is the height of a triangle is 4 inches, more than twice the length of the base. The area of the triangle is 35 square inch. Now, find the height of the triangle. So, syempre, dapat meron tayong triangle para mas madali nating maintindihan. So, in getting the area is, syempre, kailangan natin ng base and height. So, the base is unknown, no? So we will represent that by x. And the height of the triangle is 4 inches more than twice the length of the base. So, multiply natin si base by 2 and then mag-a-add pa tayo ng 4 and that will be the height. So, h is equal to 2x plus 4. Then we have inches. And the area of the triangle is 35 square inch. So ngayon, let us have the formula in getting the area of a triangle. We have A is equal to 1/2 BH. B is for the base and H is for the height. So we have now 35 is equal to 1/2 multiplied by the base, which is represented by x, multiplied by the height, which is 2x plus 4. So let us solve this equation now. We have the equation 35 is equal to 1/2 times x quantity 2x plus 4. Now we have 1/2 times x times 2x plus 4 equal to 35. So ngayon ay i-multiply na natin si 1/2 by x. Okay, so 1/2 x. Ita-times natin yan by 2x. So ika-cancel natin si 2 and 2. So matitira is x. Ta-times natin sa x. So the answer is x squared. Then 1/2 x multiplied by 4. So pwede natin ulit i-divide si 4 by 2. So 2 will be cancelled, then 4 will become 2. So 2 times x is equal to 2x. Then this is equal to 35. So ililipat natin si 35 sa left side of the equation, leaving the right side equal to 0. So we have x squared plus 2x minus 35 is equal to 0. Then let us factor this equation. So the factors of negative 35 whose sum is 2. We have x plus 7 and x minus 5. So 7 multiplied by negative 5 is equal to negative 35. Then 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. Then this is equal to 0. Then equate each factor to 0. So we have now x plus 7 is equal to 0 and x minus 5 is equal to 0. Then solve for x. So x now is equal to negative 7 and second value of x is positive 5. Okay, ngayon, the base of the triangle now is, it is 5. Okay, so we have now the triangle. Its base is, or the value of x is 5. So, ibig sabihin, the base is 5. Then, the height now of the triangle is h is equal to 2x plus 4. So, 2 multiplied by the value of x, which is 5, plus 4. Then, we have 2 times 5 is 10 plus 4. That is equal to 14. Then, the unit is inches. So, the height of the triangle now is 14 inches. And if we are going to multiply 14 by 5, the answer is 35. So, again, yung unit natin is square inches. So, ayan. Naintindihan nyo ba ang ating lesson for today? Sana ay may natutunan kayo kay Teacher Maya. And the only way to learn mathematics is to do mathematics. Again, this is Teacher Maya. Huwag niyong kalilimutan ang mag-like, mag-share, and follow me sa aking Facebook page and subscribe na rin sa aking YouTube channel. Thanks for watching!